Jones as well, right?
Yes,
They're pretty much run by that firm.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Paul. Appreciate it. Okay, this I only need for the openings. All right, Brian, what time,
I'm gonna do an intro.
time you wanna go?
Thinking
This is gonna take us down to 5 minutes before 7. So there'll still be another 7 minutes or so before kickoff.
Okay, yeah, so I mean, we can wait till the end of that, and we can go into,
See where they are in the field.
yeah, and we can do the pregame if you want that. Pregame while they're doing the coin toss, and then...
Remember last week when we were practicing so we could hear one another?
Rocky, Kevin's looking for you, isn't he,
It's
or no?
on the program.
Oh, is it really?
Oh yeah, the whole got 5 minutes of it.
Oh, him and I talking.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com. It's PlayOnSports.com's pregame show live from the James L. McVeigh Alumni Athletic Complex here in Branford, Connecticut. I'm Leo Bowler alongside Lauren Falvo.
Good evening, Leo.
Lauren and I are on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's matchup featuring the visiting Hillhouse Academics and the Branford Hornets. The Hillhouse team comes in at 1-1 tonight, and the Branford Hornets also 1-1. Lauren, what can we expect from the Branford Hornets tonight?
Leo, tonight we're going to see Coach Mike Tracy and his offense primarily out of the wing tee, running a lot of misdirection, trying to keep that powerful Hillhouse defense confused and moving all over the field. But the key tonight for Branford, Leo, is going to be their defense. They need to contain the powerful Hillhouse running attack. The big three up front for Branford between Palazzo, Klarman, and Jones need to keep those running backs for Hillhouse free from breaking away and opening this game up quickly.
Well, the Hillhouse Academics come in at 1-1. They had an opening week victory against Foreign, 55-34. They lost to Tallinn, 37-19. What can we expect from the Academics?
The Academics, Leo, are arguably the best option offense in the league. Running backs Harold Cooper and Andre Anderson are a force to be reckoned with. You know, at 5'9", 160 pounds, senior quarterback and 3-year starter Javon Moore is far from the biggest quarterback we're going to see in this league, but he's a general running that Hillhouse offense, Leo. He's got great poise and he's an excellent decision maker.
Well, it's going to be an SCC matchup between the Hillhouse Academics and the Branford Hornets, and that's going to do it for tonight's pregame show on PlayOnSports.com. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a minute or so. Friday Night Football begins on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Welcome back to Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com, coming to you live from Branford, Connecticut. I'm Leo Bowler alongside my partner Lauren Falvo on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's matchup features the 1-1 Hillhouse Academics and the 1-1 Branford Hornets. We are getting ready for the kickoff. The Hillhouse Academics won the toss, and they deferred their choice to the second half. So they will be kicking off going from left to right, wearing a white top and blue pants with a silver helmet. The Branford Hornets on your right will receive wearing their red home jerseys and black pants. Lauren Falvo, this should be a good one.
Leo, it's going to be an exciting game, that's for sure. We've got an excellent defense in the Branford, experienced line, experienced backcourt, and the offense of Hillhouse is a force to be reckoned with, so it's going to be interesting.
So Cooper's kick is short. The ball gets loose, but it's covered up quickly there by Carl Williams for the Branford Hornets. The kickoff by Cooper was an end-over-end kick that dropped at about the 29-yard line and got covered up at about the 30. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Branford Hornets, and they're going to be running a wing tee offense. And the wing tee offense featured a back until week 1 by the name of Curtis Sutherland, and Curtis got hurt, broke a leg in week 1, and Branford will be looking to substitute there and get some production out of some of their running backs. The Branford Hornets in motion. Ball is down on the carpet, covered up. We're going to have to wait till they unpile to see who comes up with that fumble. We'll see who's going to be on the bottom of the pile, and it is going to be 2nd down. Branford recovers the fumble, so it's 2nd down and 10.
Tough way to start the game off, Leo, but fortunately Branford was able to cover that one up quickly, and we can get it started again for them.
Quarterback behind center will be DJ Ryan. He's one of the captains of this Branford team. The lone setback in the backfield is Alex Borkowski. Ball on the carpet again, and this time it's going to be covered up by the Academics. who will get the ball 1st and 10 at about the 27-yard line. And anyway, it looked like that ball actually came right up into the hands of the quarterback, but could not hold on to it as he tried to transfer the ball.
Leo, we've gotten a lot of rain today. It's a lot of rain in a short period of time. Fortunately, we got the excellent drainage on the turf, but the ball's wet, it's humid out, and it's going to be something to contend with this evening.
I think you're absolutely right, Lauren. I think that is the reason that ball hit the carpet. Now we're going to get our first look at the Academics offense, and they are led by running back Harold Cooper, who has just been tremendous his entire career as a football player. They also have Andre Anderson in the backfield. And right now, a back I didn't even mention is lined up in the backfield, and it's going to be handed off up the middle, and a triple option play for the Hillhouse Academics. The ball went to Faciente Hadera, and Hadera goes for about 3, and it's going to be 2nd down. It's actually a long 2. We're going to call it 2nd and 7.
It was a good first stand by the big 3 of Branford up front. It was Anthony Jones in there on the tackle, along with Andrew Klarman, number 65.
So the lone setback is Facienta. To his right, he has a wingback, James Moore, and it's going to be the option again. This time it goes back to Hacienda, and he is going to go up the middle, only about a yard on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 6.
The option offense for Hillhouse, Leo, was so powerful. And Cooper and Anderson get most of the credit because it's a primarily run with that split option format. But Moore and Anderson are right there. They essentially run 4 backs throughout the game and expect all of them to get significant playing time.
And Hidaria gets some running space up the middle, but closed quickly by Branford and only got to the line of scrimmage. So a twin set to the left, motion going from right to left, and it's a wide toss. Ball is on the carpet again. It's recovered by the Branford Hornets. So 2 turnovers within a minute or 2 span, and Branford gets the football. It was a pitch that was intended for Andre Anderson, who was the motion man coming from the right wing back, and Anderson could not handle the pitch on this wet turf. Ball hit the ground, and it is the Branford Hornets football.
Heads up play by senior linebacker Alex Borkowski, who's also in now on offense, doubling up as our fullback.
Borkowski, the lone setback behind quarterback DJ Ryan, and the handoff goes up the middle, and not much running room there against that tough Hillhouse defense. Unpiling there with the tackle is the inside linebacker Stafford, and it looks to me like it was blood on the carry. Lost about a half a yard. 2nd and 10.
It was blood. Blood has stepped it up since Curtis Southern went down in the first game with a broken leg, and he's been impressive.
So once again, Ryan under center with the lone setback. Borkowski, blood in motion. It's going to go to Borkowski, who's following blood off the right side. He's across the 35, across the 40, very close to 1st down yardage at the 42. And I believe he's going to have the 1st down. So nice blocking there that time by Justin Blood. And Borkowski followed him off right tackle, found the opening, and got across the 41 for the 1st down for the Branford Hornets.
That right there is a perfect example of that wing team misdirection that we were talking about before the game, Leo.
9:30 left in the first quarter. No score. We've had a turnover by each team, and the Branford Hornets now in control of the football at their own 41. Handoff to the left wingback going around the right side, and it's Hall on the carry. He gets just back to the line of scrimmage, maybe squeezed out a yard after contact, and it's going to be 2nd down and a long 9 yards.
It's always nice when they can follow up behind big number 68 up there on the offensive line. Most of these guys, Leo, on both the offense and the defensive line are doubling up and playing both ways.
Absolutely. Anthony Jones, a big senior blocker for the Branford Hornets. In motion goes Hall. Back to pass goes Ryan. It's a pitch ahead of him to Blood. It's a little left-handed pitch. A big hit on the play. Nice tackle there by Andre Anderson, but not before Blood gets across the 45 to the 47. Gain of about 5 on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 for Branford, and this is their first opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Great concentration with Blood there. That ball was up in the air, and he was able to come down with it and still managed to grab another 5 yards on that play, Leo.
And Borkowski is shaken up on the play. He's down on one knee at the 40-yard line. And for Coach Mike Tracy, he's going out with bated breath, I'm sure, to make sure that Borkowski is okay. Not a guy you want to see down on the turf at all, especially this early in the game.
He's such a presence on both sides of the ball, Leo. And he's up.
This Hillhouse academic team, Lauren, just very athletic at all points on the field. Athletic from the defensive line right back to the defensive backfield. Quick when they're flocking to the football. Going to be interesting to see how Branford handles this third down play. DJ Ryan is going to step under center. In the backfield is going to be Devin Hall. He's he's not the lone setback. He's got a back to his left. That's Owen Karsmarski. And Branford is going to take a timeout. 8 minutes, 16 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. And the score is 0-0. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups, like the game you're enjoying right here tonight? Well, tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. This program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. And Branford, a quick timeout, comes right back to the line of scrimmage. DJ Ryan takes a quick look around. He's got in his backfield, he's got Devin Hall alongside Karsmarski. Got a twin set to his right, tight end to the left side, and he's going to throw a pitch out to Karsmarski, who goes nowhere. Great play by the defensive linebacker on that side. That's Tano Simpson coming up from his outside linebacker spot to make the tackle, and it goes just back to the line of scrimmage, brings up a fourth down, and Branford, more than likely, Lauren, going to punt this ball away.
It's a smart play this early in the game, Leo, and back to the Hillhouse side of the defense, with as much attention as the Hillhouse offense gets, their defense is equally impressive.
Andre Anderson back to collect the kick of Andy Klarman. It's going to go off the side of Klarman's foot and out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. So a pretty decent turnaround there for the Branford Hornets, getting the ball down inside the 35 to about the 32 of the Hillhouse Academics. And the Academics, with a fumble on their last possession, will come out with their powerful offense here on their second set of downs.
Once these guys get settled in, Leo, and start to understand that they've got to hold on to the ball tonight with the weather, they're both going to come into their own right. Branford showed some movement. It was impressive, and they were making some strides on that Hillhouse defense.
All right, now the ball got moved up 5 yards while they were getting it set. It's up to the 37. It was originally set at the 32. I formation behind the quarterback Moore. Moore hands the ball off up the middle, and that Branford front three, along with Borkowski from his linebacking spot, just does not give any way at all. It's just back to the line of scrimmage at the 37, carried by Andre Anderson, and it'll be second down and 10 with 7:33 left in the first quarter.
Borkowski doesn't seem to be showing any lingering signs of his knock he took on the offensive side of the ball, Leo.
Absolutely not. And he's at that inside linebacker spot. They've got a three-man front, which is interesting in high school football because it's tough to control a line of scrimmage with three men. It's a testament to the linebacking core for the Hornets. And it's going to be the quarterback up the middle. There goes Moore. He's at the 20. He's inside the 20, now inside the 10. And that is going to be a 63-yard touchdown run by Javon Moore.
Hillhouse touchdown.
So Moore on that triple option, Lauren. That's the one that does it. You can't tell where the ball is on defense, and Moore found an opening and ran 63 yards for Javon Moore.
Talking with Coach Mike Tracy prior to the game, Leo, we had talked about that specifically, needing to contain Hillhouse and not allowing them to break the big plays like that.
Absolutely. 63-yard touchdown run by Moore. And the kick is going to be
Javon Moore on for the conversion
kicked by Moore as well, holding is Andre Anderson. It's a good snap. The hold is down. It's a fake. Andre Anderson with the football gets up. Maybe he had a little tough time holding on to that football, Lauren, and Anderson tried to get around the outside, but he's run down from behind by Devin Hall.
Great coverage by number 25, Devin Hall. Not quite sure if that was an intended play, Leo, or if that was another play chalked up to a wet ball here.
You know, it was very hard to tell that. You're absolutely right. So we've got our first score of the night. 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 6-0. The Academics on top of the Branford Hornets. And we saw some speed there from Javon Moore. Really turned it on. Once he got into the secondary, it's almost like he saw pay dirt, and away he went, Lauren. And I was 5 yards ahead of him. He was so fast, I was calling the line of scrimmage. The lines that he was running by a little too quickly.
He definitely put it into another gear once he got past that line, Leo.
And now the kickoff will be Harold Cooper kicking the ball off to the Branford Hornets, and deep for the Hornets is going to be Carl Williams on the near side. The kick will go to the second line, and it's into the hands of Charlie Boyd. Boyd takes it from about the 20 out across the 30 to the 32-yard line and make it the 33, because it's a little closer to the 33 than it is the 32, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Branford Hornets with 6:53 remaining in the first quarter. 6-0, the Academics on top. Now, the Branford Hornets had a pretty good drive going the last time. They did have to punt the ball away and give the ball back to the Academics, and 2 plays later, the Academics had a 63-yard touchdown run by Javon Moore, their quarterback. Under center goes DJ Ryan. Borkowski is back into the backfield, and it's going to be Borkowski off the left tackle. And he's got a good run there. He gets out for about 4 on the play. His forward progress is going to bring him to about the 36-yard line. He got about 4 on the play, and Borkowski took a big hit there, and it was someone who doesn't look all that large, actually, who gave him the hit. It was Faciente Hidaria, who came up and made the hit, but it's 2nd down and 6 now for the Branford Hornets.
The Hillhouse defense, Fairweather, Stafford, Hedera, and Simpson, they seem to be in on every play, Leo.
They are very athletic, quick to the football, and they are declaring when they're on defense, which essentially means they're going to go to the power side of the field. Again, in motion, it's going to be handed off to the motion back, and that's going to be Hall, who tries the right side of the offensive line, and the Hillhouse Academics stop him after a gain of only 1. 3rd down and 5. And there's the name you just mentioned, Tano Simpson, defensive lineman, number 9 on the tackle, Lauren. So, you're seeing into the future here.
Exactly.
I got to get some lottery picks from you. Borkowski in the backfield, and it's going to be a reverse pitch to Blood. Blood cuts it back up the middle. He's going to get enough yardage for the 1st down across the 45 to about the 46. Now, that was a nice misdirection play in this wing T offense. The near side wingback went to the wide side following Borkowski. That shifted the defense to the left. Blood came in, got a little shovel pitch from quarterback DJ Ryan off left guard, and got the 1st down.
Perfectly executed. Coach Mike Tracy's got to be happy with the way that went down, Leo.
1st and 10 at the 46. Borkowski, the lone setback. Twin set to the near side. Blood in motion. It's going to be Borkowski off right tackle. Borkowski fights. He gets hit at the 46-yard line. Fights his way all the way across the midfield stripe down to the 48-yard line of the Hillhouse Academics. That's a nice gain there on 1st down. About 7. It's going to be 2nd down and 3 for the Branford Hornets.
Nice movement by the big men up front, Claremont and Jones, Leo. They really made a hole, moving that Hillhouse defense backwards.
Under center goes DJ Ryan. Borkowski, the lone setback. This time the Twins to the wide side. Blood comes in motion towards us. He looks for a hole, and it's filled very quickly by the linebacker, Faciente Hidaria. And Hidaria is an inside linebacker, and he did not bite on that fake at all. Nice job there. Back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of about a half a yard. Going to be 3rd down and 3 for the Branford Hornets. 4 minutes, 17 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. The score, the Hillhouse Academics 6, the Branford Hornets nothing. Branford with the football across the midfield stripe at the 48-yard line of the Hillhouse Academics. Borkowski, the lone setback. Blood comes in motion, flat across the line. Back to pass goes Ryan. He throws a swing pass, and I do not hear a whistle. Is that ball free and open? It is. We'll have to see what the call is. Now the whistles come in. That was considered a lateral, and the ball gets turned over. The 2nd turnover of the night for the Branford Hornets, and Hillhouse gets the football all the way down inside the 30. And the referee, Kevin Moffitt, makes the call. 1st and 10 Academics. And I'll tell you, that was very close, Lauren.
Very close. It's an unfortunate break, and I'm more surprised that Coach Mike Tracy hasn't made more of an issue out of that one. It was there.
3 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The second turnover of the night for the Hornets, third overall. The Academics turned one over on their first possession of the night. And coming wide to the near side for the Academics is Marcus Brown. I formation behind quarterback Javon Moore, and he's going to hand it off to the tailback. And that is Harold Cooper. And Cooper refuses to go down, reverses direction. He's going to go around the right side. He's got some running room down the sidelines inside the 10, and he's going to score.
Cooper in for a Hillhouse
A
touchdown.
28-yard touchdown run by Harold Cooper. And, Lauren, I am just speechless by that run. He just changed directions twice, got to the outside, and runs it in from 28 for the touchdown.
Speechless is an understatement, Leo. He bounced off half the defensive core of Branford. Completely turned it back around, ran halfway across the field, and up for a 25-yard score.
Harold Cooper makes it 12-0 Academics. And the kick is Javon Moore, and Andre Anderson will hold. And Anderson gets the snap. It's a good one. Bounces out of his hands, and Moore this time kicks it directly into the line of scrimmage. That ball being wet was very difficult to handle for Andre Anderson, and he drops the football. So the extra point is no good with 3:35 remaining in the first. The Academics 12 and the Hornets nothing.
Club is conducting a 50-50 raffle this evening.
We're here on PlayOnSports.com, and you can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter, that giving you the news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter, and you can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination on high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
For all the turnovers, the mistakes we've seen in the first quarter here, a play like that is just unfortunate. That'll really take the wind out of your sails, Leo. I mean,
you're absolutely right, Lauren. And it looked like they had Cooper wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and just his athletic ability sprung him to the outside, and Cooper will kick off here, an end-over-end kick that will go once again to Charlie Boyd inside the 20 at the 18, brings it out to about the 28-yard line. We'll see where it's spotted. It's going to go down at the 28. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Branford Hornets.
It's going to be important for this drive, Leo, for Branford to show some resolve and move the ball on this stout Hillhouse defense here.
I think you're absolutely right. And, the officiating crew was right on top of that call, so they had the best view on the field of whether that was a backward pass, and they did determine that it was. So the Academics, with the break, turn it into 6. And now it's going to be Hall with the ball, and from the motion man from the left to right, and he shakes a tackle, gets out across the 30, out to about the 31-yard line. Going to be 2nd down and 7 for the Branford Hornets.
Our referees tonight, Leo, was referee Kevin Moffitt, umpire Ron Masiella, head linesman Chris Shaman, linesman Eric Pirelli, back judge Bill Bowden, and on the clock is Al Rocco.
Good crew tonight here at the James L. McVeigh Alumni Athletic Complex. And this time it's going to be Justin Blood trying to get around the outside to the left. He runs into some traffic and makes a nice cut back up the middle. We'll see how far he gets out on his forward progress, but there is a host of Academics pushing him backwards. Get out to about the 37, about a 5-yard gain. Clock continues to run inside at 2:30 now, and it's going to be 3rd down and about a yard at the 42-yard line.
Justin Blood showing some quickness on his own, very athletic there. He broke a handful of tackles in his own right on that play. Unfortunately, just not as much to show for it.
It's 3rd and 1 at the 37-yard line, actually. I think I called it the 32. It's going to be Borkowski in the backfield, a lone setback behind Ryan, and it's going to be Borkowski off the right side. He gets a nice little hole there out across the 40 to the 44 for the 1st down, and he is running over there behind Brad Roth, who's out there as well at the right tackle spot, and he did a nice job on his block to open that hole for Borkowski.
Borkowski was one back away. Andre Anderson made a great play on Borkowski. He was one hand away from breaking that one, Leo.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line of the Branford Hornets. And one of the things that Coach Tracy told us before the game is Branford wanted to control the football. And if they're able to do that, that's a big help for them. And this time it's going to be Hall off the right side. He's across the 50, down inside the 45. Another first down for Branford at the 44-yard line. And it was a nice misdirection play. I think the Hillhouse Academics, Lauren, are having trouble keeping an eye on the football.
They have, and when it's been executed, Branford's been doing an excellent job with the ball. 2 great runs, a little bit of momentum here.
1st and 10 inside of the Academics territory at the 44-yard line. Once again, it's Borkowski. We have a trip set to the near side now in the wing T set. Blood goes in motion, and it's going to be Blood off the left side. And a good cutback because that ball was cut off going to the outside by James Moore. And Blood cut it back inside and turned what looked like it might have been a loss into a yard gain.
That was sophomore outside linebacker Scott Marks. First time we've called his name tonight, Leo, in on the tackle.
1 minute remaining here in the first quarter. The Academics have scored 12 in the first quarter, and this has been the quarter for them. They have scored 28 on the season in the first quarter. So this has been the big time for the Academics. They start strong, and Branford maybe weathering the blow. Here goes Blood around the outside. He cuts back to the inside. A nice play made on the tackle, and it's quarterback Javon Moore, who is out on the defensive side of the football, who makes the tackle after a gain of 2. 3rd down and 7.
Javon Moore, number 10, in on the defense now.
You don't see that very often, Lauren. You don't see that DB also playing quarterback or that quarterback also playing DB.
Coach Tommy Dyers definitely has a lot of faith in his 3-year starting senior there.
Well, that's a handoff to the inside, and that one goes to Devin Hall, and Devin Hall fights his way forward for another Branford first down. Looked like there were 2 guys in motion, but I don't believe there was. That's how fast that Branford backfield moves. As soon as the clock gets started, we are going to end the first quarter. There's only 2 ticks left on the clock, and that is probably going to do it, and it will for the quarter number 1. So the Academics lead 12-0, Warren, and it was a very solid quarter for both teams. The turnovers hurt Branford more than they hurt the Academics.
Without question, but all things considered, Hillhouse has 2 scores, 2 missed extra points. And for the 2 turnovers Branford has had, it could definitely have been worse.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It was a big 63-yard run by Javon Moore with 7 minutes remaining in the first that put the Academics on the board, and a 28-yard run by Harold Cooper that he actually ran about 56 yards for the touchdown. So the Branford Hornets will continue their drive from left to right now on your computer screen. Leading 12-0. The Academics are on the field a while here with their defense. And as we were mentioning before, Lauren, Coach Mike Tracy said turnovers, ball control. Those were 2 of the keys for Branford to win this game.
Exactly. Unfortunately, 2 turnovers in the fourth quarter is a bit outside of his game plan tonight. But, you know, they're moving the ball right now. If they can go ahead and punch it in the end zone, they're right back in the game.
So DJ Ryan, the quarterback for the Branford Hornets, brings his Hornets to the line of scrimmage. On the near side, we've got Charlie Boyd alongside Andrew Cohen. Cohen on the inside. Blood is also on this side, so a trip set. Motion comes from left to right. It's going to be Hall following that big set of backs, and he goes across the 30 down inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. That's a gain of about 5 on the play. We'll see where the final spot of the football is. It looks like it may be at the 26-yard line, so it's gain of 6. 2nd down and 4 for Branford.
Number 60, junior offensive lineman Big Brad Roth made a nice hole on that play.
Now that same set now is going to flop to the left side. Blood stays on the right. He's the lone wingback, and he will go in motion, and it's going to go up the middle to Borkowski. And Borkowski, a tough runner, gets hit at about the 25, fights his way forward very close to first down yardage. Let's see how the spot goes for him.
Excellent job keeping his legs moving. Borkowski on that play, Leo. Got himself an extra 2 yards.
3rd down and 1 with 11 minutes remaining here in the first half. 12-0, the Academics on top. Lauren Falvo is alongside me. I'm Leo Bowler. Phil Anderson is up on top, weathering this cool New England night, and Brian Byrne is beside me on the directing end of things here for PlayOnSports.com. Great crew here at the Branford High School. Borkowski off the right side. He is met immediately by Jordan Johnson. Johnson, a senior defensive lineman, shed the block very quickly, made the tackle, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. I think we're going to need a measurement, and we will get it. Referee Kevin Moffitt takes an official timeout, and the chains will come in from the sidelines, and we'll see if Borkowski got enough for the 1st down.
First down or not, Leo, regardless, Branford's got to go for it. They need to continue this momentum on this drive. They've controlled the ball for the last 4 minutes now. They need to go ahead and punch it in so they can get back on the board and back into this game.
I agree with you 100%. I think this is definitely 4-down territory. And the link, we've got a good look, and it's going to be a 1st down.
Makes the decision easy?
It certainly does. The drive will continue for the Branford Hornets. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
22. The Hornets have a 1st and
We're going to
10
make it at the,
22.
we'll call it the 23. Actually, the stakes are at the 23. The football looks like it's at 22. So it's 1st and 10, 10 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. Borkowski, the lone setback in the backfield. DJ Ryan under center, and it's going to go to Borkowski up the middle. Nice read on the block there by Borkowski. It looked like the hole was going to be to the right side, but it opened up to his left. Borkowski, with great vision, goes to the left and gets close to 10 yards on the carry. Football down inside the 15 to about the 12. Let's see if the 1st down is attained, and it is. Referee Kevin Moffitt gives us the signal. 1st and 10, the Hornets at the 13-yard line.
1st down.
Nice work on the veteran big men up front, Palazzo, Klarman, and Jones. They are leading this offensive movement right now.
So the Hornets with the football. There's a timeout by the Hillhouse Academics with 10 minutes and 3 seconds remaining here in the 1st half.
Club is also conducting a bus trip to
10:03 remaining in the first half.
Tickets available at the concession stand.
12-0 Hillhouse leading the Branford Hornets. And do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Well, tell your school to sign up for Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. So the Branford Hornets trying to keep this drive alive, doing a great job here. 1st and 10 at about the 13-yard line. And the Academics, I think, concerned enough about this drive to call a timeout and discuss it.
Oh, and they have to be. This is the ball control we were talking about with Coach Mike Tracy prior to the game, Leo.
And one of the things that both coaches mentioned to us, Lauren, is that they have to control the turnovers. And, if Branford can weather the storm with the 2 turnovers and put one in the end zone here, this is certainly going to be a completely different contest. It's going to be Blood going around the left side. Nice block there by the pulling guard to open up the hole for Justin Blood. That was Tyler McNeil, who came out of his left guard spot and kicked a defensive end out. That block was against Tano Simpson. Turned the corner, and that turned that in from a loss down to a 4-yard gain. Going to be 2nd and 6 for the Hornets.
Tano Simpson did not see that one coming, Leo. He did not see that one coming. Opened the hole up, and a nice game for Branford.
And you and I were having a discussion yesterday at the library about that very play, that guard pulling and kicking out the end.
You were exactly right. It was a library, and it was very informative.
Borkowski up the middle, and there is a big push. He slips right through for the touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run by Alex Borkowski puts the Branford Hornets on the board. 12-6 with 9:17 remaining here in the 1st half.
Borkowski has been a workhorse on this drive, Leo, going back to the end of the first quarter with it.
Justin Blood on for the conversion attempt.
Justin Blood will attempt the extra point. 9 minutes and 17 seconds, the time of Borkowski's 8-yard run.
And the ball's on the ground.
And the kick is no good. And the play ends on the ball hitting the ground. So Borkowski's 8-yard run cuts the lead in half, 12-6. Hillhouse on top of Branford.
Both teams are having an unusually difficult time converting that extra point, Leo. I don't know if it's the weather or what we've got going on, but we've got 3 missed extra points here.
And they really have been all because the hold transition. The snaps have been fairly good, but they catch the ball, put it down on the turf has been the difficulty. The first time Hillhouse had to run the football, Andre Anderson took off with it. The second time he got the ball down but could not get a good hold for his kicker. And the kicker on the extra points for Hillhouse is Javon Moore. And then Justin Blood's holder could not hang on to the football there as well. So 12-6 the score. Branford will kick off.
That's the downside of having the turf field. Upside to it is we're going to play on it every night. We got about 3 inches of rain in 4 hours this afternoon. And if this was a grass field, it would be a muddy and dirty occasion.
I'm sure there's a lot of muddy football games around the Northeast tonight. So kicking off for the
Chris Rice kicking off for
Branford
deep to receive.
Hornets is Chris Rice, and he will be kicking two on our right, deep for the Hillhouse Academics. Godfrey Harris along with James Moore and Andre Anderson. The kick is a bouncing kick that's going to go to the second line and get covered up immediately, and it looked to me like it was Marlon Hagwood who fell on that football.
The kickoff is down at the Hillhouse 39-yard line.
Tough to see the number from here. I believe it was Hagwood. But it'll be 1st and 10 for the Academics at the 39-yard line. So, Lauren, this is going to be a big drive for the Academics. If they want to get momentum back, they just gave up a long drive to the Branford Hornets. And now Branford may be on their toes a little more than they would have been after that great run by Harold Cooper.
And great job on the Branford offense controlling the ball, Leo. The defense is able to sit back, catch their wind a little bit, and hopefully come out here refreshed with this Academics.
Hidaria with the carry up the middle, gets across the 40 to the 42. It's a 3-yard gain. And Hidaria, the lone setback that time behind Javon Moore, gets a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7. PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school football, bringing you this Branford Hillhouse game. 8:40 remaining in the first half, and it's going to be the triple option handoff right up the middle, and it's Heredia again. Excuse me, was that? No, it was Hidaria again, and he gets the first down.
Nice play by number 43, Charlie Boyd, defensive back, getting an arm in there and knocking that down. It could have been off to the races, Leo.
Absolutely, and Javon Moore barely got that handoff into the hands of Hidaria. A very difficult handoff. That's just the triple option and the flex bone for the Hillhouse Academics. And here comes the option. A nice play by Javon Moore to break a tackle, and he's able to fight his way back just across the line of scrimmage. Got about a yard, but a nice read on that play by the Branford Hornets. Now, if you're watching this at home, the first read on the triple option for the quarterback is the fullback and the defensive end. You put the ball inside the belly of the fullback. If the defensive end crashes down, as he did that time, Javon Moore pulls it out, then they're going to read the next guy on the outside. That, in this case, is going to be the outside linebacker. If he comes up and plays Moore pitches the ball to the wingback. If he goes out to cover the outside, Moore will tuck the ball under and try to turn upfield. So that's the whole idea of the triple option. Handoff up the middle, and Harold Cooper finds a small opening, gets through it very quickly, gets across the 40, down inside to about the 39. But I'll tell you, Lauren, Cooper does not need a lot of space to get through a hole.
He doesn't. He's got a whole nother gear. There's not a back in the league who has the turn-on speed that he's got once he gets past the line with it.
This is a Southern Connecticut Conference West Division II game hosted here at Branford High School, and it's Moore under center for Hillhouse. And Moore will hand it off again to Cooper. Cooper breaks a tackle at the 35 and gets down inside the 35 to about the 33. Stepped out of bounds back at the 33 or 34-yard line where he was forced out in front of the Branford bench. He went another 5 or 6 yards before he stopped, but foot hits the marker at the sidelines at the 38, and it's going to be good enough for a Hillhouse first down.
Great job by the Hornets to close in on that inside part of the field, Leo. Cooper was looking to make that turn, and he was forced out of bounds. Great job by Branford.
Lone setback in the backfield is Harold Cooper. We've got a twin set to the right. Both players on the line of scrimmage, however, out there. And it's going to be a pitch. Oh, a big hit. The ball is loose. It's going to be covered up by the Branford Hornets. And Andre Anderson got just crushed as soon as the ball hit his hands. And Branford forces the second turnover and recovers the ball at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 Hornets.
Number 25, Devin Hall, was all over that play. What a phenomenal read. Great job reading that option pitch, and he was all over it, Leo.
What a fantastic play, and I'll tell you what a hit Andre Anderson took as he was trying to catch that football. So momentum has taken up residence on the near sidelines. We'll see if Branford can capitalize on the turnover. DJ Ryan under center, blood in motion. He'll get the handoff. It's going to be a reverse with a pass, and the pass is going to come to the quarterback, DJ Ryan. He's wide open inside the 40, inside the 30, runs out of bounds just outside the 30 at the right at the 30-yard stripe, and that was a reverse with a pass to the quarterback.
I think we can call that a little bit of misdirection, Leo. The academics were completely blindsided by that play.
6 minutes, 33 seconds remaining in the first half, and the Branford Hornets execute the trick play, and it's successful for a big gain and a first down at the academic 30-yard line. DJ Ryan, who has the reception to his credit under center. Blood goes in motion. It's going to be handed off to Blood. No place to go. He dances back toward the inside, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that is a testament to Blood's ability to see the field. He was closed off to get to the outside where he wanted to go and cut back up toward the middle, got to the near hash mark, to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
Great show of patience by Blood. He easily could have taken a 5-yard loss on that play, but sat back a little bit, saw it open up, and got back to the line of scrimmage.
So Justin Blood is the wingback on the near side. It's going to be Hall on the left side. And Borkowski in the middle. It's going to be handed off to Hall, and then a handoff quickly to Blood. Blood breaks the tackle, flags down on the play, inside the 25, down to the 22, and that flag is in the vicinity of where we often see a holding call. It's the referee, Kevin Moffitt, who threw the flag, and it sits at the just outside the 30-yard line. A holding call is a spot foul, Lauren, and it will be marched off if accepted from that spot, and there would be no reason Coach Tom Dyer would refuse that penalty.
Kind of surprising. I was almost starting to wonder if the refs even brought the flags with them this evening. We're 5 minutes left, I should say, in the second quarter. It's the first flag we've had all night, Lee.
You're absolutely right, but this game has been played very well. Moffitt sees the hold and calls it. It's going to be second down and about 20 for the Branford Hornets. DJ Ryan speaking with Devin Hall in the backfield. Borkowski is next to him. He's in shotgun formation. Blood in motion from right to left. Rolling to his left. He's got some trouble. He gets rid of the football, just overthrown. And he had some knocking at the back door there was Tino Simpson. He was flying in from his left outside linebacker spot. And DJ Ryan took the hit on that play.
And first time we've seen Branford out of the shotgun set. Pretty effective, though. It wasn't a bad pass. Everything came together quickly just over the arm shot of number 7, Justin Blood.
I think DJ Ryan rolling to his left had to hear those footsteps from behind, because that was a a big blitz by Moore from the outside. 5 minutes, 26 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 12-6, the Academics on top. And a timeout taken by the Branford Hornets.
And number one, Harold Cooper, Leo, with the Academics showing that same closing speed on defense as he's got when he turns it up on the offensive side.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championships events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com, high school sports lives here. I'm Leo Bowler alongside Lauren Falvo. There's 5 minutes and 26 seconds left in the first half. 12-6, the visiting Hillhouse Academics leading the host, Branford Hornets. And the Hornets now with a 3rd and 20 situation, Lauren. I think, when you're here, you try to cut that in half and then make the decision whether or not it becomes 4-down territory.
That's exactly what they need to do with it. But I think Branford needs to take a shot down the field with this one, Leo.
Well, we'll see what they do. DJ Ryan in shotgun formation rolls to his left. Much better protection this time. Has all sorts of time. Thrown it out to the outside and over the outstretched hands of Devin Hall. It was down close to the first down marker, but Branford looks like they're going to punt the ball away because their kicker, Nick Pataki, coming out onto the field. I believe it's Pataki. Oh, no, excuse me. It's going to be Andy Klarman who's going to step back and do the kicking.
Good coverage by number 85, Paul Riles, on that play, Leo. There was just no place to go with it.
Now, Lauren, I think last week we had a big kicker. I think we've got a bigger one this week.
I think you might be right.
There's a line drive kick that's going to hit at about the 5-yard line, rolls out of bounds at the 3. You see where it's marked. I can't see. We've got so many people here in the crowd. It's going to be at the 5-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Academics with 95 yards to go and 5 minutes and 8 seconds to do so.
Impressive kick by the big man, Leo, showing a little finesse with the foot.
Absolutely. We've got one fan here that just keeps wanting to step in front of the window. He keeps sliding over. We'll have a little chat with him at halftime. Maybe he can just make a little room to the right. I'll have to send Brian out there to talk to him. We've got a handoff to the left, and it is Moore again. He sidesteps a tackler. He's out across the 40. He's run down from behind on a nice tackle by William Glynn, but Moore gets across the 40, a 36-yard gain to the 42-yard line, and a nice run by Moore. Moore got hit twice by the line of scrimmage, scampers out for the long run, and when you have backs in the backfield, 3 of them that are this dangerous, Lauren, it is a very difficult task for the defense.
And that trips option is so deceptive. It's just unfortunate. Branford knocked a great punt down to the 4-yard line, and for the Academics just to come out and break it, it's a little bit disheartening for the Hornets.
Moore again holds on to the football. He turns the corner. Nice coverage on the pitch man by Justin Blood. He forces Moore to turn back inside, but a good block by the Academics lead blocker, Dave Johnson. And he's just a sophomore. He was out there, turned the corner, and turned the Justin Palazzo, one of the captains of this Branford team, turned him into the inside, and Moore was able to turn the corner. Only got 4 on the play, 2nd down and 6. Moore under center. Wing T formation here, and there's a flag on the play. That's going to be a motion penalty. And it's going to be a 2nd down and 10 situation for Hillhouse. Just jumping ahead of the snap there was Marcus Brown, a near side wideout. And I have a funny feeling that might have been a pass that time because Brown was down the field like a shot.
Oh, he was. He was. There was no question about that. They were going to drop the first mix into the play with it. It's interesting. Every opposing coach comes into the game plan with needing to contain that just unbelievably quick and deceptive backfield with it. Not trying to keep them, the Academics, from breaking the big play, but it's almost near impossible.
Rain starting to fall here in Branford. It's a handoff to Andre Anderson. He cuts it out to the outside. He's across the 50, inside the 45, down to about the 43-yard line. And Anderson's play was designed to turn it inside and go between the defensive end and the offensive tackle, and he turned the corner from the outside, got the first down to the 45-yard line of the Branford Hornets.
Well executed. Big number 53, Jordan Johnson, making some running room there on the front line, Leo.
Absolutely nice block there. It's 1st and 10 for the Academics, and the rain coming down pretty heavily right now for the Academics on offense. It's the option again, and it's going to be Moore holding on to it. He breaks a tackle at the 48, fights his way down to about the 47. Gain of a couple on the play, make it 4. 2nd down and 6 for the Academics. Anthony Jones in on the tackle, and as you said before the game, Lauren, I'm going to hear his name quite a bit. Sending Alex Borkowski to the sidelines of the officials. Must be a little blood on the play. Got to clean that up before they can send him back out, I would imagine, because he does not seem injured.
The big guy, number 30, Leo, we seem to be calling his name on every play we've got tonight on both the offensive and the defensive sides of the ball. Looks like they're going to clean him up a little bit. I know he's anxious to get back in.
Handoff goes up the middle. It looks like Heredia on the Hadaria, on the carry. No, it's going to be Harold Cooper. I'll get it right. Just give me the list. I'll just keep going down the list. When I get it, you can elbow me, Lauren. Harold Cooper gets down to the 39-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Academics.
Senior linebacker Andrew Cohen in on that tackle, Leo.
So the Academics trying to convert here on 3rd down. And it's the option. It's going to be Moore, who spins out of a tackle but then gets knocked down at about the 36-yard line. It's going to be 4th and short here for the Academics. Let's see where they end up.
Number 30, Alex Borkowski, back on the field, Leo. So dusted him off, got him back out. You know he's anxious to be back in there.
No question about it. 4th down, and it's a long 2, I'd say, for the Academics. 1:43 remaining here in the first half. The Academics took a little bit more time in that huddle, I think, than Coach Dyer would have liked. Under center goes Moore. And the handoff is going to go to the deep back Cooper. He's going to have the first down and then some. He's inside the 30, spinning out of a tackle on his feet, finally pushed out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. That is a first for the Academics. And the clock stops with 1:21 remaining. So the clock now a factor for the Academics on their final drive. They lead by 6, 12-6 with 1:21 remaining.
Cooper's so nimble out there. I mean, we'll give him 5'8", maybe 175, and that's in the program. And he just, these big linebackers are bouncing off him.
Yeah, and you can never believe the programs. I formation behind Javon Moore. He's going to hand it to Cooper off the right side. He's got some running room. He's inside the 20, inside the 10, breaks a tackle and scores the touchdown with 1:03 remaining in the second quarter. Harold Cooper with a 27-yard run. So there's 1 minute and 1 second remaining. And Harold Cooper with I believe it was a 27-yard run. Lauren, what do you think?
26 all day.
26. Okay. And the extra point will be kicked by Javon Moore. We'll see if the hold is going to be any tougher in this rain.
I would have given you 27 yards if you didn't ask.
And this time the kick gets away, and it's good.
And it's tipped and up through.
1 second left in the first half.
So with 1:01 remaining in the half, the Hillhouse Academics lead 19-6 over the Branford Hornets. Rain just tumbling down here, very heavy in the end of the first half here, and I'm starting to get some concern about our man up top, Phil Anderson. He's out there weathering the storm while we sit comfortably. Brian Byrne alongside me, our director and producer tonight. Lauren Falvo to my left, and it's very warm in here tonight. I have to put a shout out to Paul Criscolo, who's the PA announcer, who has helped us all night long with not only all the paperwork we need up here. He's mentioned playonsports.com a few times here to the crowd, and just doing a great job. And we thank him very much for all his help. Didn't cost me much at all. The kickoff by Harold Cooper, an end-over-end kick again to the second line. And a good run back there by Charlie Boyd, who lowered the shoulder and made sure that whoever was tackling him knew they were making a tackle.
Without question. Charlie Boyd's been pretty active on these punt and kickoff returns, Leo. He seems to be in on each of them.
And brings the ball out to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Branford Hornets. They've got 56 seconds remaining in the first half to see what they can do with the football. And it's going to be Charlie Boyd split wide to the right here to the near side with a tripped formation to the right. Coming in motion near toward us is Hall. He gets the handoff, looks for some blocking, gets out across the 40, and Devin Hall gets out to the 42. Let's say he's about 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Hornets.
I think everybody, fan-wise over here in front of us, Leo, is looking for Branford to take a shot down the field with it.
I think you may be right. The clock is still ticking here. It's under 25. Down to 22 seconds. It's going to be Blood in motion. He's going to get the handoff around the left side, looking for some running room. Makes a cut inside, gets across the 45. He's across the 50. He's inside academic territory. Gets out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. Blood gets the first down with 14 and a half seconds left in the first half. And Blood did a good job. Found the sidelines, got out of bounds, and stopped the clock.
Great vision by Blood on that play, Leo. He was inside the field, cut it back outside, and turned it up for another 8 to 10 yards on that play, easy.
So the clock is stopped with 14.5 seconds. Again, Borkowski the lone setback. Under center goes DJ Ryan. Blood on the near side, Hall on the far left. And the handoff is going to go to Devin Hall. Devin Hall tries to cut it back up the middle. He gets some running room. He's down inside the 40 to about the 36. Clock is going to stop with 6 seconds left in the first half to move the chains. We'll see if there's going to be another timeout by Branford or whether they're going to be happy to let the clock run out here. No, timeout will be taken by the Branford Hornets. And, the Branford Hornets are going to have enough time for one shot down the field if they decide to do so. Maybe a good time for a draw play. Who knows? Well, maybe a little far from her 35-yard draw play. That's pretty good distance, I know. You know, they used to be able to do that on Stratomatic football. You used to be able to run that play. You know, you run a draw here on Stratomatic.
Yeah, but nobody hits you.
And as Mr. Criscolo just reminded me, nobody ever hit you in Stratomatic football. So 6.3 seconds remaining. And Coach Mike Tracy out to give his Hornets some instruction to see how this half will end.
And for any of our listeners out there who are under the age of 40, they have no idea what you're talking about.
With Stratomatic football. I'm going to have to look to our young producer or director at halftime and see if he knows what I'm talking about.
Brian has no idea what you're talking about.
DJ Ryan in shotgun formation. Back to pass, and he's going to get sacked by Harold Cooper. Clock is going to run out here in the first half. So that is the end of the first half of play with the Hillhouse Academics leading the Branford Hornets 19-6. We'll be back in a few moments with the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Don't go anywhere. It's Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports.
one match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from Dion.
He took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just
holy cow!
Can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball. 12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons win. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take, and there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot, kept alive, back in one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Castanon Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 16-14 in Game 5.
Thomas with the ball, swings it out to Norris. Cameron Taylor tried to block that one away. Norris with a strong take, blocked by B.J. Anya. Huge block. Robinson leading the break the other way, gets it to Grant. Slam dunk Jeremy Grant off the feed from James Robinson. What a play by the Stags.
Runner at third is Chavez. 8-2 the score. Bottom of the 7th. The 1-2. Popped in the air. This should do it. Cortopassi says it's mine. Now he's fading on it. And he can't make the catch, but Gaff comes in from center field and does. Congratulations to the St. Mary's Rams, a three-peat. They win it 8-2 against Franklin to take the series 2-0.
But this is time to run an offensive set that you've done all through the season in practice.
Yeah. And you also, you get it to your hottest player right now, just like they're getting into Eichhorst right here. He's going to try to create some space, find somebody on the backside that's open.
Eichhorst flush out to the right. Oh, breaks free of a player. Eichhorst on his own, shoots and scores, bounces a shot home. Coos can't handle the shot. Eichhorst takes off the shirt and the helmet. And how about that? Alex called it. Eichhorst, after sustaining the injury in the third quarter of play, has scored the game winner with 22 seconds gone in the overtime period. Dogpile on the field. Marin Academy take it. A fantastic finish to this game. And, well, I hope his other ankle isn't hurting after this.
Hancock to his immediate left. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Hancock on a counter, right side. He's inside the 10. He bounces off a tackler at the 10. The 5. Touchdown, Helix. And behind Hancock, the field is littered with white jerseys on the turf.
Wow. Hancock not to be outdone by his fellow playmakers on offense. Put on a show on that short 12-yard touchdown run. Looked like he was down after 3 yards, just threw a defender on the ground.
As sophomore Chris Carter sits under center in their tight wing formation. Lycos in motion. Second back through is Freeman. Freeman just knocking people over. Look at him run. Breaks through. 4 tackles. And now it's just a foot race to the end zone. And Freeman's going to go the distance. Touchdown Imperial on the first play of the second half. 2nd and 6 for Imperial from their own 47. They're going to give it to Freeman again off the left side. And Freeman gets by one wave and down across the 40-yard line. Still on his feet. Look at him run down to the 20-yard line. One man to beat. Gets by him. Touchdown Freeman. How did he do that? Holy cow. 64-yard touchdown run. His 5th of the game. Royce Freeman, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see the top rushing, and as I look over to our partners at KXO Radio, the top rusher in the San Diego section for the next 2 years.
That's just amazing. That is just amazing. They hit him in the backfield. They hit him at the line of scrimmage. They hit him a couple yards downfield. They hit him again near the goal line.
Keep those Lowell fans quiet over there.
Lum sets it up for Pang. Long, it's out. Low, a magnificent 7 titles in the San Francisco section in dramatic style as they pull out a fantastic victory over a spirited Galileo Lions team. They win the 4th game, 31-29, and they take the 2012 Academic Athletic Association San Francisco section title.
Officials say no 5-second count can be started. Nobody was close enough defensively. Lyle's going to swing left side. Robinson. Here is a backdoor lob for Grant. They've been wanting that all game. And they got it, 50-42. They lulled you to sleep, and then they hit Grant on the back door.
They trail by 2. McMorrow's kick is on the way, and it is good. St. Augustine has their first lead of the game, 21-20, with 25 seconds to play. The senior McMorrow with a huge kick, not the longest of his career, but the biggest of his career. St. Augustine leads it 21-20.
Already lining up. They won't even have to run that one more play. They just acquiesce.
Why bother?
So there you have it. Your 5-time defending Division III champions, the Cathedral Catholic Dons, running up, over, and through Olympian 41-0 here from Qualcomm Stadium.
Patriots down 21-17. Great ball game here. Dillon taking it, looking right, throwing it up top to Gaines. It will be caught by Gaines. Oh my goodness. It looked like the defender had it, but Gaines stole it away from him. Jason Gaines, are you kidding me, my friend? Oh, boy. It looked like for sure we had an interception by the Tories, but as they both were going to the ground, Jason Gaines just wrestled it away from him. Shane Dillon to Jason Gaines on an 11-yard play.
Fanchen in the game, now out, replaced by Hayashi, the libero for defense. Wenzel's serve. Championship point, ball up in the air. Hayashi's going to bring it back. Richards, deep one, over and 3. Free opportunity. Look for Wallace. No, they go Becker. Hayashi, then tap over and 2 by Hollingsworth. Now look for Wallace for the match.
Kathleen Wallace. No better way for the Bulls to finish it than giving it to their senior leader.
25-12, 25-15, and with 8 straight points to close out their 3rd straight D5 championship on a kill by Kathleen Wallace, 25-21 in Game 3. Branson has won the D5 title.
In the backfield, it's Hernandez and Northcutt. Set to throw is Thomas, has time, goes for the home run. It's intercepted in the end zone. Seemed like they tried to go to Martin, and Martin slipped. Stockton, Hilmar, and Escalon. That's going to do it, folks. Victory formation, take a kneel. The clock comes out. The clock will tick down the players' jumping up at midfield. I think I see a Gatorade. Did we have a Gatorade shower?
We most certainly did. Casey Taylor getting the shower there. Very much deserved.
Down to 12.
Great tackle there by Ronald Williams there to make the stop for Helix.
And the Helix fans are starting to celebrate here. This is going to be the final play. 5 seconds. Pow will hand it off. And they're going to get in the end zone. Touchdown. That's Keegan who gets in, but that's going to be the end of the ball game. 44-6 will be the score. So Oceanside scores on the final play of the ball game.
And gets a consolation prize just to make this is kind of say that, hey, we didn't get shut out.
So 44-6 is your score. And Helix is celebrating on the sideline. Oceanside streak of 7 straight championship games has been ended.
2 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock. Clock rolling, 3rd down and 15 for the Patriots. Dylan, he's got time, steps up. He's going to chuck it deep. He's got a man open. Seth Collins with a diving catch. He hauls it in at the 25. Oh, my goodness.
I'll tell you right there. Dylan goes to show why he is a Division I prospect as he's able to step up, elude the pressure, see Collins down the field, and make the connection. As I'll tell you right now, there has not been a bigger catch for Seth Collins this entire season.
Fans nervously wait on the far side. Trips right. Vernon, the lone receiver to the left. Troy Zine rolls right. Here we go. And he's going to be... Oh, he gets away, but can't get away for the second slew. Vacaville takes over on downs, and the crowd erupts. So does the sideline. Got to watch it. Got to watch the sideline here.
Yeah,
Remember, they were up 35-26. 2 unanswered touchdowns. That's going to do it, folks. Your 2011 Division II Sac Joaquin Section champions, the Vacaville Bulldogs. They win 39-35 in a classic.
Although they have no timeouts, they'll get the ball on the sideline, try to set something up. They can get a couple dribbles and a shot.
I tell you what, that was a gutsy call there by Coach Aguiar. Oh, what a shot! I tell you what, Javier Kirksey, from well beyond the three-point mark, takes the inbound pass, throws it up off the glass, and nails a three. And you've got the finish to this Cinderella story as the Ridgeview Wolfpack win the Division III boys title 43-40. And what
Caroline Martin to serve. Ken is 3rd time the charm for Palo Alto. Martin over, dug by Irvin. Lauren, backside, Bedard, Ghani, long, and that's the ball game. And Palo Alto comes from behind. They were down 13-8 in Game 5. They win it 17-15.
Koenig, who will continue to play baseball at the next level. He is going to Central Arizona. About 45 minutes outside Phoenix and Coolidge.
This pitch is hit in the 5-5 hole. Nice grab and throw over to first base. Ori Wofford. Full extension dive to his right and gets Tillinghast by a step.
3-point game.
Down to 5 seconds. Wilson from straight away fires a three. Go! And that will send it to overtime as Wilson drains the three at the buzzer.
Straight on look, and he got it for that big bucket.
Jones, long outlet. January's got an opening. January with the left hand.
Can't leave him in the lane like that to the basket. He'll put it right through it. And that's what he did that time with the strong dunk.
He brought the house down with that one.
Now 2nd and 13 for the Dons from their own 24-yard line. Bogart's 3-step drop now flushed out. He's rolling to his right. Looking downfield, lofts it to Hines. Hines with an amazing grab. Did he get that in bounds? He's still in bounds, running by himself to the 10-5 touchdown. Wow. Unbelievable catch. An Olympian defense thought he was out of bounds, and they just stopped playing. And Hines, with a headsy play, just sprints the other 30 yards into the end zone. And the Dons now extend their lead, 13-0.
Jumper at the right at the elbow for Peters.
White with
Here
the
we
dish
go.
to Gordon. Phi slamma-jamma.
I don't even think Valley Center will have to snap the football. They will not. Santana puts on a rush at the end. They travel 91 yards to make it a one-possession game. They try the onside kick. They almost executed it. But a Gatorade bath for the offensive coordinator for Valley Center. Congratulations to Coach Gilster and his staff. Valley Center is your winner in Division 4, 20-14 over
the seventh inning. Here with
Welcome back to the James L. McVie Alumni Athletic Complex at the beautiful Branford High School in Branford, Connecticut. I'm Leo Bowler alongside Lauren Falvo, and you're watching PlayOnSport.com's presentation of Friday Night Football, and it is halftime. The score is the Hillhouse Academics 19 and the Branford Hornets 6. The scoring in the first half, Lauren, opened up early.
It sure did. A couple big plays by the Academics. 7 minutes in the game, 63-yard run by quarterback Javon Moore with that trip option, Leo, we talked so much about prior to the game. Then we had Mr. Harold Cooper breaking a 28-yard run at the 3:35 mark of the first quarter. Alex Borkowski of Branford came back, answered in the second quarter with an 8-yard TD run. Branford was great drive there, excellent movement, controlled the ball for almost 8 minutes on that drive alone, Leo. And then Harold Cooper to bring the Academics up to 19 with the 1 minute mark, 26-yard run broken on the upper right side of the field.
You know, we've seen some big runs tonight from Harold Cooper and Javon Moore. Moore with a 63-yard scamper that you just mentioned was just a thing of beauty. It was a triple option that he held onto the football, broke up the middle, and just turned it to a different gear and flew up the field for the 63-yard touchdown. Pretty play, looked very impressive, but it was just amazing compared to the Harold Cooper 28-yard touchdown run.
Well, it makes it easy when you've got an option like Harold Cooper and Andre Anderson sitting there in the backfield with you. You know, the Branford defense is on their toes at all times with it. You know, you think you've got them under control. You think you've got them contained at the line, and that score right there, perfect example. Morse just tucked the ball up right through the center of the line, through the center of the linebacking core, and broke it.
And, you know, the Branford Hornets on the flip side have done a lot of what they set out to do. Before the game, Coach Mike Tracy told us they wanted to control the football, keep the Hillhouse Academics offense off the field, and try and control the turnovers. The first turnover only led to another turnover by Hillhouse, so it didn't cost them. The second turnover that Branford had in the first quarter led to that 63-yard run by Moore. But the Hornets did recover from that. They fought their way back with a couple of long drives, and the game is closer than the 19-6 score indicates.
Well, without question. And moving into the second half here, Leo, the Hornets have to control the ball as they did in the second quarter. That's all there is to it. You know, it'd be nice if we could contain the backfield of the Athletics, but you know, unfortunately, you know, you can only hope to contain them. You're definitely not going to stop them.
I would agree with that. So we're going to get ready for the start of the second half. The Academics will receive the kickoff here in the second half because they deferred the opening kick. So that's going to do it here for the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Friday Night Football will return in just a few moments with the start of the second half right here on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. So Chris Rice is going to kick off for the Branford Hornets. We're getting ready here to start the PlayOnSports.com presentation of Friday Night Football second half The kick is bouncing. It's going to be picked up by Anderson at the 28. Anderson's got some running room. Football comes loose. It's loose at the 44-yard line. A big pile up at the middle of the field here. Let's see who's going to come away with the football. And Andre Anderson picked it up at the 28, crossed the 40, and took a big shot. The ball got loose. Let's see who's got the football.
Branford covers the loose ball.
The Hornets recover, so right away, the Hornets even the turnover battle at 11:53 of the second half. Third quarter opens up with a turnover.
The Hornets have to be excited to finally have a break in their favor, Leo. Not a bad way to start off the second quarter. This might be the key needed to get a little momentum going.
I agree with you, and it's going to be DJ Ryan under center, Borkowski in the backfield. The lone setback, Justin Blood to the right, Devin Hall to the left. Motion is Blood. It's going to be handed off to Blood. There's a flag down on the play. Blood gets chased down from behind by who else? Harold Cooper, who's had a tremendous game both sides of the football. Now, I would imagine that with a loss of one on the play that the Academics are going to refuse the penalty. We'll wait and see when we get the signal from referee Kevin Moffitt. It is an illegal motion penalty, and it's a decline, and it's going to be 2nd down and 11 for the Branford Hornets.
12 for the Hornets. Because he declined the penalty.
2nd down and 12 now for the Hornets. It's a long 11:40 remaining in the second half here, in the third quarter. And it's going to be DJ Ryan coming out to step under center. Borkowski the lone setback. Motion is Devin Hall. Handoff goes to Borkowski. He's tripped up at about the 47, falls forward to the 44. Gain of about 3 on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and we'll say about 10 for the Branford Hornets.
And there's number 9, Tano Simpson, with the Academics in there on the tackle that play, Leo.
And Simpson, we've called his name several times. He flies to the football. He's a defensive lineman, tall, relatively thin for a lineman, but playing on the defensive end spot on the near side. Motion man is Blood, back to pass. It's a shovel pass ahead to Devin Hall. And Hall gets it inside the 40 down to about the 36-yard line. And back to pass goes Ryan. He shovels it forward with the left hand. And that's going to be close to the first down. It's going to be 4th and 3.
Well executed play, Leo. Big man, number 68, Anthony Jones, making a little bit of running room there. You know, we were talking about it before, the way Tano Simpson and Cooper seem to be in on every single play. They're not a very big defense, Leo, but they are just so quick, the Academics.
Once again, Ryan goes under center. It's going to be handed off to Blood. Blood turns up toward the middle, fights off a couple of tacklers, gets down inside the 40. Let's see where the spot is. The near side official. You're right. The near side official just inside the 35-yard line. The far side official was a little bit further toward the 30. Let's see where the spot is. It's going to be the near side. We're going to get another measurement here. 10 minutes, 2 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 19-6. The Academics leading the Branford Hornets. And we're going to get a measurement here. Lauren?
It's going to be close, Leo. You know, from our vantage point, it looks like they're going to come up a little bit short.
Branford has gone for it on 4th down. That's the 3rd time. It is very close, but the turnover is going to be by a couple of inches, and Hillhouse will take over on downs.
I like the call by Coach Mike Tracy, Leo. Way to be aggressive coming out of the gates with it, you know, and field position like that, they'd be fortunate if they could tuck it down within the 5 like they did back in the second quarter with it.
You're absolutely right, and the Academics turned that around immediately with a 36-yard run by Javon Moore. We'll see now with the first possession now for the offense of the Hillhouse Academics here in the second half. The I formation behind Moore, and it's going to be Andre Anderson with the carry. He's going to get forced out of bounds immediately. Nice play by Devin Hall. Hall has had a good game on defense as well as his play on offense. It's a gain of about 3 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 7.
And number 1, Harold Cooper for the Academics back on the field. Always dangerous, Leo.
Absolutely is. And it's the ball got brought back all the way to the 36-yard line. So I'm going to change my call from 2nd and 7 to 2nd and 9. The stakes on the far side gave him a little bit more credit than he deserved. What's going on now? We've got a stoppage of play. All right, we're going to get an adjustment to the clock. That's what it is. We're going to go back to 9 minutes and 30 seconds here in the third quarter. And the Academics with a 2nd and 9, Lauren. And, you know, as we've mentioned, with all of those threats in the backfield, it really does not seem to be an issue with these long conversion needs for the Academics.
Not the big front 3 of the Hornets here between Palazzo, Klarman, and Jones have to step it up. They've got to step it up.
So the linebacking crew with Borkowski and Blood, along with the other inside linebacker out there is Tyler McNeil, also doing a good job. The option, the pitch goes to Anderson. Anderson just turns it on, turns the corner. Looked like he was going to have more space to run, but a nice job closing out there by the outside linebacker. That was Jason Pierre-Louis who drove him out of bounds, I believe.
Looks like number 22, William Glynn, in on the play. First time we called Mr. Glynn's number tonight.
So the 3rd down and 3 situation now is faced by Hillhouse. The Academics have done pretty well on 3rd down tonight. They send Paul Riles to the near side as the wideout. The I formation behind Moore. It's going to be the 2nd back, Anderson, with some running room. He's across the 45, and Andre Anderson out to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for Hillhouse.
You know, it seems like the Hornets are starting to recognize all of the backs, all of our running plays, Leo, are being swept outside, trying to turn it up around the corner with it. You know, all the inside running plays seem to be the draws with that option on the quarterback.
And I think all these are elusive backs here for the Hillhouse Academics. I've noticed a lot of spinning out of tackles as well, a lot of twisting. It's very difficult to put the running backs down. Now we're going to get an encroachment penalty, I believe, against the Branford Hornets. I think this is going to be a defensive offside. We'll see.
And the ability for these backs to be able to turn the corner like they do and just take it up to another level just speaks to the sheer speed of this team on both sides of the ball, offense and defense tonight, Leo.
Absolutely. 9 minutes, 2 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. 19-6, the Academics leading the Hornets. The Academics with a 1st and 5. And they're going to send a twin set to the right side. The inside man is on the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be a run play. Back goes Harold Cooper to the left side. Misdirection, gets inside the 40. There's a flag down at the 37-yard line. But Cooper on the misdirection play comes from the right, goes to the left, gets the 1st down, but flags on the play. We'll see what the call is going to be.
As far as plays that Cooper's involved with go, Leo, you know, 10 yards should be an accomplishment at this point in this game.
I would agree with you. They have had a tough time stopping him, as everybody's going to from the start of this season to the end.
Oh, without question. This isn't specific to the Hornets defensive core right here. He's been doing it all year thus far, and he will continue to play the way he has played all year.
So the penalty is going to go against the Academics. It's a block in the back, a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. And that's going to bring up another 1st and 5. So it was a 10-yard gain, a 10-yard penalty, and remains 1st and 5. 8:44 remaining in the third quarter. Once again, Riles is the wideout on the near side, and it's the flex bone in the backfield. It's going to be the option read by Borkowski, but Moore breaks a tackle. He sidesteps another tackler and gets out to the 48-yard line, but he would have lost 4 or 5 if Borkowski can hang on. He fights his way forward, only loses about a yard. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 for the Academics.
Great job by Borkowski. Big Andrew Klarman and Anthony Jones, 65 and 68 respectively, finished that play off, Leo.
They certainly did, and it's so difficult to bring down Javon Moore. He's such a talented third-year starting quarterback for the Academics that once he got his hands around the quarterback, Borkowski could not bring him down, but a nice play by the rest of the defense to swarm and make the tackle.
Well, able to keep him in the backfield is it hasn't happened often tonight. So
speed option gets handed off to Cooper, and Borkowski again on the initial hit loses the tackle but gets back in on it as he is driven back, and Cooper's going to lose about 5 on the play. And I got to give some credit where credit is due. The captain, Andy Klarman, doing a nice job helping to finish that play up.
Borkowski said to Cooper, "You're not getting away this time with it." He wrapped him up. It wasn't the first time, but showed some tenacity and some heart.
So this drive
Finished
started
the play strong.
1st and 5, Lauren. It is now 3rd and 11. Maybe 12 even. Back to pass goes Moore. The lefty throws out to the flats. It's caught by Cooper. Nice play with the hands over his shoulder, and that's going to be enough for a 1st down. And the first pass of the night, which Coach Tom Dyer before the game, Lauren, you asked him, are you going to throw the ball? And what did he say?
He said there's really no need to.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Exactly.
So the one time they go to the air, it becomes a 1st down for the Academics on a 3rd and 11. Big conversion there for Hillhouse.
And the reality of it is it wasn't a very pretty pass, but Cooper just made a phenomenal play.
Now Cooper, I believe, has been playing football since he was 8 years old. I got to thank some help from some of our fans out there. Greg Alfano called me and told me that Mr. Cooper has played in a Pee Wee championship at Pop Warner.
Several, I believe, correct?
That's what he said. Javon Moore takes the football out of bounds across the 40 and down to about the 38-yard line. Gain of about 5 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 for the Academics.
2nd and 5 for the Academics.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say as whether it was one championship or 2, as big as Mr. Alfano is, not our place to question him whether those facts are accurate.
Riles to the near side. The wide out on the far left is Marcus Brown. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle. And going the other way is Cooper. And a nice play defensively made there by Devin Hall, who we've been saying over and over what a good defensive play he made. The even forward progress is going to be marked at the 49, back inside of academic territory. It's going to be 3rd down and about 19.
Yeah, the Hornets have been playing well all game, but whatever Coach Mike Tracy said to these guys at halftime has definitely paid off. They've really stepped it up here in the second half, Leo.
And as hard as the academic running backs are to tackle, they've definitely done a much better job here in the second half than they did in the first. 5:40 remaining in the 3rd quarter. 19-6, Hillhouse on top of Branford. Back to pass goes Moore. Throws it over the middle. It's in and out of the hands. I think it hit the ground. I thought Andre Anderson may have caught it on the deflection. The ball got deflected, almost picked off, and then almost caught by Anderson. He's shaken up on the play. He's going to need to leave the field for at least one play. I'm not quite sure how that ball ended up bouncing around out there, but it's going to bring up a 4th down, and we'll see if the Academics will punt for the first time tonight.
It almost looked as though it was caught off the deflection, Leo. Looks like number 28, Anderson, just rolled up on over the ball.
I think you're absolutely right. Now, Devin Hall, I believe. No, it's not going to be Devin Hall. It's going to be Carl Williams that goes back. And the punt is going to be.
The back judge didn't get the back judge did at the end.
All right, there's a timeout taken by Hillhouse. I'm trying to get together what's happening out here. It looks like the punting is going to be done by Javon Moore, the quarterback for the Hillhouse Academics, which just adds a completely new dimension to the kicking game. And Coach Tom Dyer is coming out to speak to his kicking team. It'll be interesting to see if it was a miscommunication on the formations or whether we're going a little deeper in the playbook here on 4th and about 19.
And we can only imagine what that academic playbook has in store with this deceptive offense and these explosive backs between the quarterback, Cooper, and Anderson here.
And Carl Williams, as I mentioned, will be deep for the Branford Hornets. And Javon Moore will set up in punt formation. He is going to have Cooper in front of him set up to block any bleed through the line. Backing off is Borkowski. And it will be kicked away. The left-footed kicker gets away a good boot. It's going to drop inside the 10-yard line. And it takes another big hop for the Branford Hornets and gets into the end zone for the touchdown. So the bounce, it looked like it may slow down a little bit, but that's the bounce of the football. It rolls and it goes. So it's the Branford football at the 20-yard line. And just wanted to know if you'd like to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight. Tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. So the motion man is Blood. The handoff goes to Borkowski. He gets some running room. He's across the 30, tripped up, falls forward to about the 35-yard line. And again, Lauren, you've mentioned their name all night long, but it's that big front line, the seniors leading the way on the front line, led by Andy Klarman that time, right behind the running behind Klarman, and Borkowski gets the first down.
A nice 15-yard pickup by Borkowski. Way to hit the gap created by those big boys up front.
5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. DJ Ryan under center. The motion man is coming from left to right. That's Devin Hall. And Hall gets hit at about the 36, but continuing to fight his way forward. Got about 7 on the play, and that was just sheer will that got him those 7 yards.
Without question. I don't think anybody in the stands would have been surprised if that had worked its way back to the line of scrimmage there, Leo. Nice effort. Nice effort.
It's going to be a second down for the Hornets. The ball is at the 42-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd and 3. Clock continues to run with 4:20 remaining in the third quarter. So you all know Phil Anderson is our videographer tonight. He's up on top of the booth here. He battled some rain earlier in the game. Brian Burns sitting beside me is the director and producer, and Lauren Falvo is my partner. I'm Leo Bowler. There's 4:03 remaining. We have a stoppage in play, and the Branford Hornets will burn their first timeout of the second half. 1 of 3 for the Hornets.
Now, Leo, when we were at the library yesterday afternoon, we were talking about some famous alumni over there at Hillhouse.
That we were.
The late great actor Ernest Borgnine and I think Marty Lender, Lender's Bagels, huh?
Absolutely. I remember when Lender's Bagels used to cook right off of 91, and when they would cook the blueberry bagels, you'd drive down 91, you'd get that great smell on 91. It would just make your morning.
You don't see blueberry bagels very often anymore.
No, you really don't, and that was a famous product of the Lender's Bagels.
I think the raisin took over.
4:03 remaining here in the third quarter, and Branford discusses the 2nd down and 3 play coming up. There's 2 backs in the backfield this time. It's a motion man is Blood from right to left, and it's going to be the second back through, and that's going to be good enough for a first down, and the carry from Devin Hall gets out to the 48-yard line. And I'm going to recant that, and it was Borkowski with the carry?
It was Borkowski.
Right.
It was Borkowski. Nice tackle by number 53, Jordan Johnson.
So first down for the Branford Hornets. They are knocking on the door of Hillhouse territory at the 48-yard line. The lone back is Borkowski, and he will get the carry up the middle, and he gets a big hole, and it's Andre Anderson, who trips him up at the 45, and he falls forward to the 43-yard line, close to first down yardage. We'll see what happens.
That run up the middle has been so effective this second quarter, Leo. Foolish to not stay with it. There's no. You're talking 10, 15 yards every carry by Borkowski.
So he got the first down, and Branford keeps the drive alive. Going wide to the right for the Hornets is Charlie Boyd. In the slot to the right is Andrew Cohen. In motion goes Devin Hall, and Hall gets the pitch. It's a long pitch, and he dodges the tackler, goes inside the 40. He's got some running room. He's inside the 30. He's down to about the 25-yard line. And Hall showed an extra gear there as well. Turned the corner, turned up the speed, and got down to the 25-yard line. Another first down for the Hornets, and the Hornets looking to get back within a single score if this drive can keep moving.
Nice job by Coach Tracy to establish that run up the middle with Borkowski, and then to turn it up, kick it up outside to Hall for a nice gain.
Wide to the near side is Willie Glenn. Motion man is Blood. It's going to go to Borkowski up the middle. Borkowski sidesteps a tackler, jumps through a hole, and gets down to about the 20. A 5-yard gain for Alex Borkowski. And, you know, that's the type of football you like to see. 5 yards, cloud of dust, and a second down. And it was just shy of the 20, so it's going to be second down and 6 for Branford.
Excellent ball control in the second half here, Leo. Actually started back in the second quarter. Branford is just establishing their game plan. Mike Tracy wanted to control the ball throughout the game, and they're finally starting to do it here, and it's been effective.
So Blood goes in motion. He gets the pitch. There's a nice block to Cooper. Cooper able to shed the block and go back after the tackle. It's finally made by Tano Simpson, and Simpson has done a good job. Loss of about 5 on the play. It's going to be second down and 10 now for the Branford Hornets, but a nice play by both Simpson and Harold Cooper on that defensive stand. Bringing the plays in and out for Branford is William Glenn. I think we're looking at 4-down territory here. It's third down and 10 for the Branford Hornets. Borkowski is the lone setback. Glenn is the wide out on the near side. We've got some misdirection, and it's going to be a nice run there by the near side tailback as Devin Hall was in the wing spot, and a misdirection. Hall came up across the right guard, cut inside. He brings up a first and goal for the Branford Hornets.
Nice job by Hall to keep his feet moving on that play, Leo. That was all him. But the flip side to that, just poor tackling by the Athletics on that play. There were 4 people on Hall, and they just couldn't bring him down. Dragged him for another 7 yards.
First and goal for the Hornets. It's Borkowski again. They've had a lot of success up the middle. See if they try again. They do, and this time the Academics respond, and it's a host of Academics making the tackle. Led on the play, we'll see as they unpile who the first Academic was to the spot, and I believe it's going to be Simpson. Tano Simpson just having himself one tremendous defensive game.
I think we had our captain, number 51, Terrell Fayweather, on that play as well, Leo.
Second down and goal from the 3-yard line. We'll say it's inside the 2, actually. I just heard the PA announcer, Paul Criscolo, mention. Under a minute remaining in the third. Borkowski tries the middle again. Not a lot of room to move there. The officials coming in right at the goal line. I have not seen a signal yet. He did not get in. It's going to be third down and goal to go for the Branford Hornets. There's 30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Let's see when we get the ready whistle from referee Kevin Moffitt. That will determine, I think, whether Branford's going to score going right to left or whether they're going to score going left to right. Now, there's plenty of time. I have not heard the ready whistle come. The last thing the Branford Hornets want is a delay a game penalty.
And here comes the rain.
The back judge's arm has not gone up. That will end the third quarter before the snap takes place. And I think that might be pretty good. That might be a good idea for the Branford Hornets to talk about this with a 3rd and goal to go inside the 1-yard line. 4th quarter coming up, 19-6 the score. The Hillhouse Academics leading the host Branford Hornets. Now, Play on Sports is also on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play on Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/playonnetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. So you notice, Lauren, that the Branford sidelines and the Hillhouse sidelines know how important the 4th quarter is. They all raise their hands with 4 fingers up to know this is when you turn on the best you've got. And now Mother Nature has done the same. It has allowed the heavens to open up, and it is literally pouring here at Branford High School.
This is the rain we saw this afternoon, Leo, when
Yes.
it was just coming down in droves.
3rd down and goal. Borkowski the lone setback. Twins out to the left. It's going to be Borkowski up the middle, and he gets into the end zone on the 1-yard plunge. 19-12 the score, so 5 seconds into the 4th quarter, and the Branford Hornets draw the first blood of the second half.
Nice job by Borkowski on that drive. He's an absolute workhorse out there today, let alone every day he's out there, Leo.
Borkowski with the 1-yard plunge. And it looks like the Branford Hornets are going to go for 2 on this extra point.
I like the call here, Leo.
So the handoff goes to Blood. Blood dodges his way from left to right, gets driven back at the 1, does not get in. So the attempt is no good. And the score remains 19-12. Hillhouse on top. And Lauren, the Branford Hornets now getting a little help, I believe, from Mother Nature, because the game is a lot of, the ball moves around a lot on the Hillhouse backfield. We'll see if they can hang on to the football.
Without question, and as aggressive as these Hornets have been on the defensive side of the ball this second half, expect a lot of big hits and a lot of movement.
An injured player down on the field for the Hillhouse Academics, and making his way under his own power is a very important cog on that defense. It's Terrell Fairweather, the captain and inside linebacker. Plays on the offensive line, shaken up on his way to the sideline. So we'll see if that's going to affect the play of the Hillhouse offense when they come back out. I imagine he's a pretty tough guy. He's probably going to shake it off and come right back out.
Yeah, it looks like he's starting to pick the pace up a little bit there. I'm sure he'll be fine.
The rain is falling heavily here in Branford at the James L. McVeigh Alumni Athletic Complex on the campus of Branford High School. 11:55 remaining in the 4th quarter. 19-12 the score. The Academics on top of the host Branford Hornets. Rice will kick off for the Branford Hornets. The senior will kick off. He's kicked a lot of line drive kicks. We'll see if he does it again. He does. It's a squib kick that bounces into the hands of the Academics' Andre Anderson. And he gets to the 30, runs a lot of yardage, but still not going down. A flag comes in at the 33-yard line. But that time, the Branford Hornets were trying to swarm so much to the tackle that they actually knocked their own tacklers off the running back.
There was a lot of movement out of Anderson, which is to be expected out of these backs for him.
And there's an injured player down on the field. I did not see Anderson get up. We'll see if it is Andre Anderson. I'm not sure what the call is. It may be a face mask. The Branford team has moved back to outside the 40. We'll see. The player down on the field, we have yet to get a number for him. I believe it is Andre Anderson, and that after seeing Fairweather come off the field, I think Coach Tom Dyer may be aging as we watch. Oh, it's a block in the back call against the Academics. So Anderson does get up under his own power. He's got that left arm hanging limply at his left side.
Hopefully it's just a stinger there, Leo, and he'll be back in the game here in a little bit.
So the penalty brings the ball back to the 22-yard line. 1st and 10, 11:43 remaining. Clock will start on the snap of the football. And the Academics will try to engineer this drive with 78 yards to go to pay dirt. Moore is under center. I formation behind him. It's going to be Cooper with the handoff. Cooper jumps out of the hole, gets out to the left side. He's got a lot of running room. He's across the 50. He's inside the 40, inside the 30, down to the 10. Touchdown, a 78-yard touchdown run from Harold Cooper.
Just unfortunate for the Hornets, Leo. After such a great drive to start the second half, to have Cooper break another one, it's just disheartening at this point in the game.
I'm sure that it definitely is. And the time frame between the two touchdowns is 26 seconds. Harold Cooper on the first play from scrimmage after Anderson got shaken up and Fairweather got shaken up. Well, Anderson showed why he is quickly becoming the player of the game here at the Branford High School. And just so you know, we will be naming a PlayOnSports.com's player of the game. Hillhouse is going to go for two, leading 25-12. It's going to be the option. Ball gets loose, covered up right away by the Branford Hornets, and that will be unsuccessful. So the 13-point lead now with 11 minutes, 29 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Rain continues to fall, and now it becomes a problem for the Hornets, who are going to need to move the football very quickly. The long, sustained drives down 2 scores are not what you really hope to be in a situation to see, Lauren.
No, not at all. And to go from controlling the ball and essentially controlling the entire second half of this game, Leo, to have it just broken on you by one play, a 78-yard run by Cooper, up the same sideline he's taken his last 2 touchdowns for.
Now it's 25-12, and Cooper will kick off. And the ball so far has been returned almost consistently by Charlie Boyd in that second line. We'll see if Harold Cooper kicks it to him again. And this one shanked off the side of his foot, goes out of bounds. We're going to get a flag, and the penalty will go against the kicking team. So the football will be taken probably where it went out of bounds. It looks like at the 37-yard line, or is it? Nope, it's at 35. 2 officials standing side by side there. It'll be the Branford Hornets football. 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
At this point in the game, Leo, where do you think Coach Tracy needs to take this offense? We've got 11 minutes left in the game, and the Hornets need a quick score here.
You know what? We've seen that they've got some trick plays in this wing T offense. I think maybe the ball's got to go in the air despite the rain. I think they've got to move it very quickly, and although Borkowski has had a lot of success with those quick dives up the middle, and that's where they go. Borkowski will go up the middle. He gets hit at the 36, spins around a tackle, gets to about the 38-yard line.
You know, unfortunately, we're just at a point in the game where control means nothing at this point. They need to score.
You're absolutely right. 39-yard line is the spot of the football. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 for the Hornets. Clock running with 11:03 remaining here in the fourth quarter, and very possibly the game. The Hornets trail by 13. To the near side, split out wide is Will Glenn. The motion man is going to be Hall. He gets the handoff, goes off the right side, and this time the Academics are there to stop the play. Going to be a loss of at least 2 on the play. And Hall that time, I think maybe the Hornets went to the well one too many times with that play, but a nice stop there made by the Academics' Jalen Gardner.
There was no question about where that one was going, Leo. The entire academic defense was involved in that play in some fashion.
3rd down and 7 for the Hornets. Hall on the left, Blood on the right. Hall comes in motion. Borkowski gets the fake handoff to the shovel pass to Blood. Blood gets out across the 45. He breaks a tackle, cuts out to the outside. Outside the numbers, gets forced out of bounds after gaining the 1st down yardage inside of the Academics territory, down to the 47-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 and a stoppage of the clock, which is just as important for the Hornets at this point. 1st and 10, Branford.
Nice run by Blood that time. The shot in the arm, the Hornets need. Looked like there was a little scuffle after the play there. Branford coach is quick to get involved and make sure an unsportsmanlike didn't arise out of that.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Branford in Hillhouse territory. The handoff goes to Borkowski. Borkowski up the middle, and he is just ripping off the yardage up the middle. Gets inside the 35-yard line, down to the 33. It's going to be 1st and 10, and Borkowski with the big gain. Clock keeps moving. It'll stop while they move the stakes, but a quick drive going on here by Branford.
Yep, without question. This is exactly what the Hornets need at this point in the game, Leo.
So it's Charlie Boyd wide to the right. In the slot for Branford is Andrew Cohen. It's going to go up the middle again. And fighting down to the 30-yard line is Alex Borkowski. Gets about 3 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 7.
Number 72, Jalen Gardner for the Academics in that play.
Nice job there by Gardner reading the play. And Borkowski does not want to go down with the initial contact. His legs keep driving and pushing his way forward. Now Gardner's playing and shifting to the power side of the field. He just moved out to play the right tackle position. It's Glenn on the near side. Misdirection goes to Blood. Blood back up the middle, cuts back to the outside, avoids a tackler. He's inside the 20. He's down to about the 11-yard line. And Justin Blood weaving in and out of the defensive secondary ends up down. I think he's down to about the 12 or the 13. Tough angle here to see where he ended up, but it's going to be the 13. 1st and 10 at the 13. And that misdirection, when it's executed, Lauren, can't be stopped.
That was a phenomenal sell by the senior DJ Ryan on that play. I didn't quite know where I was looking initially with that one either.
So the Branford Hornets knocking on the door again. A quick drive here. Borkowski is the lone setback. Charlie Boyd split wide to the left. It's going to be Borkowski. He bulls his way down inside the 10, down to about the 8-yard line. Gain of about 5 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 at the 8, and Borkowski just ripping up the yards up the middle.
There's no stopping him on this drive, and they're gaining some yardage, and it's been effective. It's been effective. The ball's moving.
Blood on the near side. Devin Hall on the left, the wide out on the right, and it's going to be Hall. Hall goes off the right side. He's going to scamper into the end zone for the 8-yard touchdown. With 8:01 remaining, the Branford Hornets have cut the lead down to 7 once again. An 8-yard run by Devin Hall makes it 25-18.
Branford, excellent drive. Picked up the pace, ripped off some big yards, Leo. It's exactly what they needed to keep themselves in the second half.
So Devin Hall with the 8-yard run with 8:01 remaining. The Hornets going to go for 2 on this play. Try to cut the lead so they don't have to worry about that 2-point conversion later, but they'll have to worry about the conversion at another time because although Branford has been successful moving the football up and down the field, those 3 yards always prove to be the toughest yards on the field.
It's curious. It's curious the way the extra points have gone this part of the game. I'm a bit surprised that Coach Tracy didn't kick the extra point on that, Leo, to try and get him up to a touchdown to tie the game up.
Yeah, I would agree with that. 25-18 is the score with 8 minutes and 1 second remaining. Rain continues to fall here. Not quite as hard as it has been tonight. The Hornets will be kicking off to a dangerous set of return men for the Academics. And going back there is Harold Cooper. And back into the game is Andre Anderson. So he's shaken off the hit he took earlier and is headed back to receive, along with James Moore will also be along that back line.
This right now, Leo, is going to be the most important defensive stand that the Hornets have had all game. They need to be able to control the outside. Cooper's broken 3 touchdowns for over 30 yards each run, all taking it around the corner, up the sidelines, but they need to be cognizant of the outside line.
You know what? I would agree that this might even be the biggest defensive stand of their young season. They won the first game 31-13, and 20-0 they lost the second game, and they get a huge break now as the ball gets loose, goes bouncing by Andre Anderson, and he has nothing better that he can do than to fall on top of it down around the 10-yard line. So, as you mentioned, an important stand in the game, I might go as far as to say the most important of this young season so far for the Hornets.
Even better, and I would definitely agree with you.
25-18, ball is at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10.
Perfectly executed squib kick on the wet turf, Leo.
Absolutely what you're looking for. So Harold Cooper will be the deep back in the I formation behind Javon Moore. Moore calling signals under center. Will hand the ball off to Cooper, and Cooper will not have much running room. A nice job by the Branford defense reading that play, giving him no room to kick it to the outside, which he is so dangerous when he gets to that edge.
Surprising to see Alice Borkowski in on another play.
You're absolutely right. I don't think I've seen his name yet.
And,
he is just a tremendous defensive athlete.
Yeah, he's literally been involved on every single play for the Hornets, both offensive and defensive, and he doesn't show any sign of slowing down, Leo.
The I formation again behind Moore with Cooper as the deep back. It's going to be Cooper this time trying the right side. He bounces away from the right side, tries to go to the left, but the Branford defense really reading that very well and stopping it. Gets back to probably the 12-yard line, maybe a gain of a yard on the play. So 7 minutes remaining here, and a big 3rd down situation now for the Hillhouse Academics. They lead by 7. Clock is running with under 7 to go.
Nice job by Klarman and Jones up front. It was nice to see number 7, the senior, Justin Blood, almost in containment, Leo, there on the right side, trying to ensure that Cooper's not going to break another one up the sideline on him.
Now, these big blockers of the Academics from Hillhouse can really do the job when they've been asked to do so. They've got a big back in the backfield with Harold Cooper. And it's going to be Cooper again. This time he's got some running room. He turns the corner, and he's got some room. He's out across the 25, knocked out of bounds in front of the Branford bench, back at about the 30-yard line. He ended up coming to a stop at about the 35, but the ball is going to be placed at the 30. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for Hillhouse, and they convert on a big 3rd down.
It's easy to sit up here in the booth and say that the Hornets need to cut off that outside corner. Cooper's so explosive, there's really no answer for it. But at this point in the game, he has broken the Hornets every single time by turning it up the sideline. Well, you would think that the Hornets would be shadowing to the inside here.
You're absolutely right. And a big block by Paul Riles on the corner there. He was blocking Justin Blood, prevented him from getting to the running back. This one's going to go up the middle, and it's going to be handed off to Hadaria. Hadaria gets out across the 35 to the 30, across the 30 to the 33. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 for the Academics. So big blocking when they needed it by the Academics converts the 3rd down and long. And again, the I formation is going to have Cooper deep, and illegal procedure is going to be called against the Academics. And, the Branford Hornets certainly made them pay for that.
That was big number 65, Andrew Klarman.
Penalty is false start.
And, you know, I got to give Klarman credit. That was not what would be amounted to a cheap shot. He moved immediately when the offensive lineman moved. So, you know, sometimes you'll get a cheap shot by a defensive lineman. That would not be in that category.
And the refs obviously didn't think so either. So, play moves on.
2nd and 11, 5:38 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Handoff to the left side. Cooper gets not too much running room. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage. We'll see where the ball gets set. It will be set right on the 30-yard line, the nose right on the stripe. So it's going to be 3rd down and 10 and maybe a 9, we'll say. And this, again, is a big 3rd down conversion. I may say that this whole set.
big 3rd down conversion here. But the Hornets are doing a phenomenal job when they're able to contain Cooper and not allow him to get outside him. He's doing nothing coming inside on the ball. It's his outside breaks that are really killing him tonight.
And the Hornets shift Devin to this side of the field. And back to pass is Moore. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's got a lot of running room. And he's going to turn the corner. He's out across the 40, across the 50, cuts back across the middle. He's at the hash marks. In between the hash marks, he makes another quick move. And he's going to get brought down inside the 20-yard line, down at the 18-yard line. A huge play by by Javon Moore, tackled by Carl Williams. Finally, after the big gain, and you know, this team with so many athletes that the block on Devin Hall really sprung Javon Moore, and his speed gave him the rest of the yardage.
It's, you know, Coach Tom Dyer had the focus on Cooper, and here comes Javon Moore breaking the same play.
You know, you got to wonder whether that was a design quarterback draw or whether he really was looking to throw the ball. 3rd and 11, more than likely, probably a pass play that just broke down with with some good coverage and some penetration on the defensive line. So 1st and 10 inside the 20. It's going to go to Harold Cooper. Harold Cooper gets down inside the 15, down to about the 11-yard line, and he just has the ability to make himself small.
Oh, he does, and he got popped on that play too by number 44, Andrew Cohen. Knocked his helmet off.
And he's leaving the field. Hopefully he's not shaken up on the play.
He looks fine.
And, you know, the Academics have a big problem when he leaves the field, because then they got Andre Anderson, who comes in, who is such a tremendous running back that their depth is just staggering. Anderson in the game now. He'll be playing tailback behind Heredia. Hidaria. I've been saying that all night. I apologize to Mr. Hidaria. It's going to go to Anderson. He just sidesteps the tackler, goes down inside the 10-yard line. He's very close to 1st down yardage, inside the 10, down to about the 9. We'll see if he's got enough. Clock is stopped with 3:42 remaining, and it will be enough for a 1st down. It's going to be 1st and goal inside the 10, down at about the 8-yard line, I believe.
With 3 minutes, 40 seconds left in the game, this is going to be the end-all, be-all for the Hornets here. Only they got to come up with a stop.
I agree with you, and I think that the clock does now start again after they did the move the chains for the 1st down. The chains are now laying down, and it's 1st and goal at the 8. Anderson, the deep back behind the up back Hidaria. And it's the handoff up the middle to Faciente Hidaria, and he's going to get down to about the 6. Gain of 2 on the play, going to be 2nd and goal at the 6.
Harold Cooper on the carry. Harold Cooper on the carry.
Cooper back into the game for the Academics. 2 minutes, 45 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. The Academics not in any hurry to get this play off. Letting the clock become their friend, moving along. Moore going to hold off. He's looking at the back judge. The back judge hands goes up when there's 5 seconds left, and he snaps the football. It's going to be handed off to Cooper, and Cooper will go into the end zone untouched. A 6-yard touchdown run. There is a flag down. So before we add those points to the board, we'll see what the call is.
Indication is holding
It's going to be holding against the Academics, so this is going to come back. The flag is laying at the 3, so that's going to give them a 2nd and goal at the 13-yard line, a 10-yard march off from the spot of the foul. And the Academics will be faced with a 13-yard.
Fortunate break for the Hornets there, Leo.
You know, and he was just absolutely untouched on his way into the end zone.
Which would have been his 4th touchdown this evening, I believe.
I believe so. Cooper with runs of 28, 26, 78. Just a tremendous game for Harold Cooper. He is the deep back in the I formation, and we'll get the football again off to the left. Jumps away from a tackle, tries to get to the outside. A big block there by Riles on the outside, and that gives the Cooper running back a chance to turn the corner, and it was Riles with the block on Blood that made that happen. A 13-yard touchdown run by Harold Cooper.
Nice block by number 85, Paul Riles. Cooper needs to buy him a cheeseburger after the game for that one, allowing him to have his 4th touchdown of the evening.
2 minutes, 11 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. And that puts the Academics up 31-18. And the extra point conversion is going to be by Javon Moore. He's going to try to kick this one. And we'll see exactly. It's a good hold. It's a good snap. And that one splits the upright. So the extra point is good. And that pushes the score to Hillhouse 32. Branford 18. 2:11 remaining here in the 4th quarter and the game.
At this point in time, the Hornets need to finish strong. A lot of positives here in the second half. The way they were able to control the ball and get the offense moving against this tough Academics defense, Leo.
And it's a great thing to watch. And if you want to watch more of your school's great matchups, like the game you're enjoying right here tonight, we'll tell your school to sign up for Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. And for more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. It's quite a segue there, huh?
That was a heck of a segue, Leo. Like you've done this before.
2 minutes, 11 seconds left, and Harold Cooper will kick the ball off to the Hornets. The Hornets have really played a good game tonight. The Academics just, I think, a few more athletes. Maybe Curtis Sutherland, if he didn't break a leg 2 weeks ago, maybe makes a difference here tonight. But the Academics are coming back from that loss to Hand, and they're looking to turn it around, and they look to have done so. The kick again goes to Charlie Boyd, and he slips and goes down at about the 28-yard line, 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for Branford.
The Academics are just so fast. And, I got to tip my hat to this Branford team. I mean, it's just so impressive the way most of these guys are running both sides of the ball between the big linemen up front, Workowski. They've just done a phenomenal job all night.
So Branford comes out in a no-huddle situation. Clock is stopped. It's going to be a shotgun formation for Ryan. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to look over the middle for Blood and now throw to the outside. In and out of the hands of Charlie Boyd. Incomplete. Only 10 seconds came off the clock. 2:01 remaining here in the 4th. And we're starting to move toward thinking about who the player of the game is going to be, and I don't think the choice is very difficult.
I'm going to say no. And for all of our viewers this evening, it's pretty apparent that number 1, Harold Cooper, is going to be our player of the game this evening, Leo.
4 touchdowns, including an 89-yard touchdown run, I believe. Throw over the middle, almost intercepted. Was intended for Blood, falls incomplete, and it will bring up a 3rd down for the Branford Hornets.
It'll be interesting to get back to the office and bring out the abacus and see how many yards Cooper actually totaled. I wouldn't be surprised if he was over 225 yards tonight, Leo.
I would agree with you. It's been a tremendous night for Cooper, and his long run was a 78-yard touchdown run. Back to pass goes Ryan. He's looking for Charlie Boyd, and it's complete. Caught and driven out of bounds. That's going to be a 1st down. outside the 40, about the 41-yard line. First and 10 at just outside the 40. Minute 51 remaining. Clock is stopped. And Lauren Falvo will be making his way down to the field to interview the player of the game, Harold Cooper. And we'll bring that to you live tonight here on PlayOnSports.com. Ryan to his left. Big throw over the outside shoulder of the receiver, Will Glynn, and it is caught, and out of bounds goes Glynn. So a nice play there for the Hornets, and I think I'm going to correct that. It was Devin Hall who made that catch. So Hall just all over the field.
Nice throw by Ryan. Better catch by Hall.
Especially in this weather. Again, in the shotgun formation. Glynn back to pass. He fakes it to Borkowski. Going to let it go off to the right side. Overthrown. Intended for Blood. And Blood looks like he's favoring that right leg a little bit. Hopefully he'll be okay. A minute 39 remaining. Second and 10. Clock is stopped for the Hornets.
He's staying out there, Leo. He definitely came up a little bit lame on that play, which accounts for that 15-yard overthrow by DJ.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So in the backfield again is Borkowski. Wide out to the near side is on his way down the field and cuts to the outside, and that is Charlie Boyd. He took off before I could see the other number on his back. So it's incomplete, bringing up a 3rd down and 10 for the Hornets.
Number 7, Justin Blood, still limping out there on the field, Leo.
And he is a big weapon for the Hornets. When he's not at full strength, it makes it much easier for the Academics, who are very athletically sound in the secondary. And they've got Andre Anderson back inside the 20-yard line, playing safety back there, kind of playing center field. And there it is, right into his stomach. It's Andre Anderson with the interception. He caught the ball at about the 25, and he's going to run it all the way back out to the 45. So with a minute 22 at this point, the Academics could take a knee and end this game with a few snaps. I don't think you'll see Branford with much more of an opportunity to get back in the game. Shaking up on the play is Marcus Brown. He's out at the 35, but he is up, moving his way towards the sidelines. So we'll see if the knee is the way to go here for the Academics. They're in the huddle now, waiting for the ready whistle from the referee, Kevin Moffitt. Moore gets the play from the sidelines and brings it into the Academic huddle. Splitting wide to the right is Riles. To the near side is Darren Horner. And it's just going to be a run up the middle, and it's going to be, I'm going to get his name right tonight, Facienda Hadera. With the run, gets about 3 on the play. Going to be 2nd down and 7 for the Academics.
Now tonight's score looks like we're going to finish 32-18 unless something wild happens. I guess we'll put it that way. The score is not a true reflection of this game. It was been very competitive. It's been a close game through and through. Unfortunately, just got broken open by the Academics at the end of the fourth quarter, Leo.
And the Academics will host the Jonathan Law team next week. It's going to be Cooper off the left side, and Cooper has a lot of running room. Cooper is going to change that score and score from the 46, a 54-yard touchdown run by Cooper. But no, excuse me, he stepped out of bounds inside the 1-yard line. So Harold Cooper gets down to the 1-yard line. The official right on top of it called him out of bounds, and 23.7 seconds left. A 53-yard run for Cooper sets up a 1st and goal for the Academics with only 23 seconds left. So the clock will start on the – oh, no, he stepped out of bounds, so the clock won't start till the snap. So that
interesting to see the Academics rip off a play like that at the end of the game when it's out of reach. But I guess when the opportunity presents itself.
I think you're going to see a knee here, and that will do it. So the clock will run out, and we have Lauren Falvo going to make his way down to the sidelines to give us an interview with the player of the game, and that will be Harold Cooper, who has just had a tremendous game. 4 touchdowns, and that will do it as the clock runs out. The final score, the Hillhouse Academics 32, the Branford Hornets 18. We're going to step aside for a short break while we get ready for Lauren to go down on the field. We'll give you a wrap-up, and we'll be back here with all the action on PlayOnSports.com. Welcome back to Branford, Connecticut, and the PlayOnSports.com postgame show. I'm Leo Bowler, and Lauren Falvo is making his way down to the field to interview the player of the game, Harold Cooper. And it is the Branford Hornets' third home game in a row, and they hosted the Hillhouse Academics, and the Academics came in and really put a show on offensively and beat the Branford Hornets 32-18 here at Branford High School. I'll wrap up the scoring real quick while Lauren makes his way down. With 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter, a 63-yard run by Javon Moore for Hillhouse made it 6-0. The extra point was no good. With 3:35 remaining in the first quarter, Harold Cooper with the first of his 4 touchdowns, a 28-yard run that was just a thing of beauty. Broke some tackles in the backfield, changed directions a couple of times, and made it 12-0 Hillhouse. The extra point was no good again. Then Alex Borkowski put the Branford Hornets on the board with an 8-yard run and made it 12-6. The extra point was no good. Harold Cooper with a 1:01 remaining in the first made it 18-6 with a 26-yard run, and Moore's kick was good. That made it 19-6. That scoring ended there. No scoring in the second quarter or in the third. And then in the fourth quarter, Alex Borkowski on a 1-yard run made the score 19-12. The extra point was a 2-point conversion that was no good. And then with 11:29 remaining, just 35 seconds later or so, it was Harold Cooper on a 78-yard run, and the 2-point conversion was no good. The Devin Hall then scored on an 8-yard run for the Hornets and brought the Hornets back within a touchdown, but a 13-yard run by Harold Cooper capped the scoring to make it 31-18, and Javon Moore with the extra point made it 32-18, our final. Now Lauren has made his way down onto the field to speak with Harold Cooper, our player of the game, and we'll be with him in just a moment. Cooper with just a tremendous game, 4 touchdowns in this 32-18 victory. Now, next week, the Jonathan Law High School will go and play Hillhouse at their home field, and the Branford Hornets will go on the road for the first time to Lyman Hall in Wallingford. So as soon as we get a moment here with Harold Cooper, we'll chat with him, and Lauren Falvo is down on the field right now. And the Hillhouse Academics coming off a loss to the Hand Tigers, and Hand of Madison with a big win last week, and they made a nice comeback this week to go on the road and take this victory. But we'll see if Lauren Falvo can hook up with Harold Cooper, and it looks like he is getting close. We'll be with you in just a second with him. Giving Lauren the signal to, that's the signal to go get him, Lauren. All right, he has just introduced himself, and let's see if we can get Mr. Cooper's attention up here. And Lauren's going to interview him here for PlayOnSports.com and Friday Night Football. And all right, we'll go down to the field.
Thanks, Leo. Good evening. This is Lauren Falvo down here with PlayOnSports.com. Today's player of the game, Mr. Hal Cooper. Great game today, bud. Thank you. Excellent. How did you guys come in today's game? How did you come in to approach it?
We came in thinking of the game from last week and thinking that we had to get better and better in our line, had to get stronger. Receivers had to start blocking, the running backs had to read the holes. So, hey, we just had to improve.
Excellent job today. 4 touchdowns. I'm going to say you had over 225 yards. Calculator broke at one point, so we couldn't keep the tally going. But that's a tough Branford defense you guys you played today. So very impressive.
Yeah, their D-line is excellent. The linebacker number 30, he's a heck of a player. And, hey, we told each other this week that we had to make sure that we got our assignments and got the job done.
Excellent. You got any preference? You're all over the field on the defensive side of the ball, too. What do you think?
Hey, I like defense, but I love offense. I love offense.
All right. Harold, thanks for your time, buddy. Really appreciate it. Best luck to you in the future. Thanks, man. All right, Leo, back to you.
Well, thank you very much for joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We invite you to stay tuned to PlayOnSports.com for all of our high school football coverage. We will be back next week with another game, and this one tonight was a blast to bring to you. I got to say, it was a much closer game than the score indicated. 32-18 was the score. So that is going to wrap it up here from the James L. McVeigh Alumni Athletic Center at the Branford High School, where the Hillhouse Academics defeated the Branford Hornets 32-18. We'd like to thank you for joining PlayOnSports.com's coverage of Friday Night Football from Branford, Connecticut, and be sure to check PlayOnSports.com for information and links to all of our upcoming broadcasts. For our producer, Brian Byrne, our videographer, Phil Anderson, from my partner, Lauren Falvo, I'm Leo Bowler saying so long, and we'll hope you'll join us next Friday for your destination on high school sports and Friday Night Football, PlayOnSports.com.